Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Today, I'm going to do a reading for Zayn Malik or Malik. I'm not certain how to pronounce the young man's last name. So, this is for Zayn, and I thought I'll be doing the boys probably once a month, at least Harry, and probably the rest as well. And they may come in like two videos, like two of the boys and then two of the boys, or in one long form video where you can just choose which which boy you would like to listen for. Anyhow, that's how it'll go in the future. For this year, just to check in and send some good vibes, you know what I mean? Like put out the good things in the universe for them and see what may be going on with them as they're going through their first transitional year after the loss of, I'm going to say, a loved one. Because friends, it's hard when you lose a friend. I don't know whom he was friends with, and had, but I would say that they all shared that experience, so it will affect them since they're all in the same industry and so forth, regardless of if they went their separate ways and so forth and were connected after the fact. In reflection, in hindsight, there's always a deeper connection than when you're experiencing it. You don't realize it until further down the line how connected you actually were and how much the shared experience meant and means moving forward. So let's see for Zayn, and it's right now it's December 21st, 2024. So we're going to go in until the end of January 2025. So merry, happy to you all. Regardless if you celebrate or not, I hope you have a wonderful end of the year and bring in good vibes to the new one. Let's see what's coming up for Zayn Malik. I know this is long because you want the readings. Well, I'm recording all of it for you because some folks are like, I wish we could see this and whatever, the cards, the shuffle itself. And so I talk while I am shuffling, and then I just kind of wait for a nudge or a feeling in the cards of when to stop, cut, and begin. So while I do that for this and one more deck, I do have the Hidden Truth over here and the Pop of Love, which I'm going to use at the end. Let's see. And we'll see. I'll do what I did with Harry's reading with the Hidden Truth and see what his Hidden Truth is like between he and Gigi and, of course, the other boys, including Liam. But I'm only going to do that with Liam this one time, what the Hidden Truth is, since Liam is gone. That is the Hidden Truth for now, unless things change for Zayn or something, Okay. There's some activity. I've been hearing sirens and things outside. We're having a heck of a snowstorm. We had a storm, and now the winds have picked up, and it wasn't a heck of a storm, though. There's hardly anything out there. But last night, there was a lot of sirens and such, meaning there's probably trees down and lines and maybe other things. I don't turn on the news to listen. I just pray that it isn't, people aren't affected by whatever is going on. And this time of year, the fire truck will come around because they usually wait until December 24th on Christmas Eve, but they come around the neighborhood and it's like scares the daylights out of me and Crockett every time. But I'm expecting it this year. It's not a surprise anymore. You will not spook me anymore. And then I'm prepared for Crockett, I can just keep her close, and because I won't know, but they usually come in like the morning time. So I will have her in my lap and make sure that she has a snack and she's comfortable, because I know that the siren is coming and she is not going to be comfortable anymore. So let's see what's going on with Zayn for the next month or so. We'll start with the next month. Give me a few messages. I'll thread all of the messages together as I go through the reading. But let's just see. Divine feminine, feminine values, the yin, and maternal energy. 72, power of a 9, meaning something has ended. And this, he could just be thinking of women. He could be thinking of Gigi. He could just be, just figuring out what it is that he desires from a woman in his life. Like, what does this look like when it materializes for him? So he's probably, I'm not sure about his connection with his mother, what that is for him, but just looking at that dynamic in his life as well, not just the mother of his child, but he's considering a lady, a new beginning with the power of a 1. The clock is ticking. Okay, is he thinking that he better have another child before it's too late with someone? Would that someone be Gigi? She's not that old. I mean, geez. Time to act. Preventable loss, a deadline. Well, this could mean that there is a deadline. However, a preventable loss of a divine feminine. So he may be trying to correct his ways, and he may be feeling that time is running out, and he may be feeling like internally, energetically, like he wants to move toward this individual. He may not even understand why, but internally he'll be drawn to like make a phone call, send a text, stop by, whatever, write a flippin' song. I don't know, something is going to nudge him, because he feels like, I better do something because time is running out. It's with someone that something has ended and he would like a new beginning with. I'm not going to state any, I know there's a Gigi, but you all who ask for these have other ideas of the whoms that they may be. So I'm just going to read the cards and the energy, and you tell me who they represent to you. Please be considerate that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Like, I have one, you're not going to like it sometimes. Please do come back. Other times you'll agree. Sometimes you won't. We're adults. It's okay to have your own mind. Please have your own thoughts. That means you're not following everyone else's. If you believe something, then you're entitled to believe that. I believe things. I believe things that are so ridiculous sometimes, but I still believe them nonetheless. And I'm allowed. And it's, I don't want to be ridiculed for my thoughts. And so please don't belittle or demean or humiliate or, go at it in the comments against your neighbor. Please, especially at Christmas. Braving the storm, facing difficulties, and finding courage and fortitude. Didn't this come out like kind of for Harry? Like the time is coming, where he's feeling like he needs to express some deep emotion. I feel like he's going to brave the storm. Power of an 8. So he is advancing on this track that whatever this thought is, whatever this brainstorm is, it's going to come in. It's going to come in fast and hard. And he's going to find the courage to brave the storm, to speak up, to say something. That's what I'm referring to in Harry's reading, where it came out with the charms, that he may be spilling some tea at work, or which could look like an interview, but it also could look like spilling some tea on some folks at work as a whistleblower, like maybe on the industry as a whole. I don't know. It's work involved though. So let's see what else comes out. I just want to look at this. We have empathy and relationships, personal, physical, and collective emotional. Okay, see, if I would have put those down, I would have had a good idea of what cards, what the reading would have been about. I would have known it was emotional, and it would probably involve a lover. All right, and he feels like time is running out with a lover. For a lover. Maybe he wants to have another child. You know, men have those cravings too, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just saying, as an example of what it may look like, how it could possibly manifest. The energy is there. So I read the energy. Now you tell me, who does she represent to you? I wish my camera would pick it up. But it's not. All right, so anywho, let's see. What's coming out? The clock is ticking. It's a brunette. In both photos, there's a brunette. Someone that he talks to. They may be at a distance from one another, but they communicate nonetheless. Preventable loss, and there's a deadline, but it's going to be difficult to get there. Again, there may be something interrupted by a storm. This came out in Harry's as well. There may be something, this deadline, that is separate message from the divine feminine message. Same cards, just a separate message, where a storm may interrupt that deadline that they have, which could be work related. It may interrupt a collaboration for Harry, but now it's coming up like in Zayn's too. So there's something with weather that may be over the next month that hinders something, where a meeting, an event. There are other priorities, or maybe there's just other priorities where they're like, F that event, but we'll blame it on the rain. Overstepped boundaries. Okay, so somebody overstepped their boundaries. Maybe that's why this divine feminine and Zayn are running out of time, and because somebody overstepped their bounds and they're still in the doghouse. Whoever this is, somebody crossed the line. There are other priorities, and I'd say that they're being blown off because, you're not the priority at this time. Or if it's speaking about work and they're blowing off work, or there's something else is more important, and it just may be this because the time is running out. F everything else, I got to go right this wrong. I need to correct this with whomever this divine feminine represents. If you have been around YouTube, that energy is just an energy. It doesn't depict male or female. In my mind, it does, but it really doesn't. It's just that's how I read, that's just how I read predominantly from the lens of a straight woman. So it's like, when I hear yang, I think it's the masculine energy, but I think it's a man, that's just So it doesn't have to be a female, is what I'm saying. Like this feminine, they would just hold feminine values, meaning that they would come from, they would be emotional, like they would speak from their heart and not from their head, right? Like they wouldn't be trying to figure things out. They're just going to wear their heart on their sleeve and, they love love. Let's see, what else for Zayn? Tell me about this storm. What is he braving here? Doesn't matter because he's coming out with it fine. It's just difficult facing someone or something, and it could be whatever. Options are kept open. And we're taking this one, unresolved issues. Okay, so there's something unresolved, and it's probably because somebody hasn't made something right where there was a boundary crossed. Well, probably not. Unresolved issues. And I'm going to say it has something to do with this overstepping these boundaries, and someone's keeping their options open. I'm going to say that it's Zayn, since it's his reading, but if you know tarot, it could represent somebody like this person maybe keeping their options open and not wanting to commit to Zayn, even though the clock is running out. And as we have facing difficulties, fortitude, and finding the courage, I guess to get their priorities in order and keep your options open. But let's expound on that with tarot. Let's see. Clarify unresolved issues for Zayn. I'm picturing him in my mind, and could somebody tell me, is it Malik? And just say sounds like an E in the comments. Then I'll know that it's Malik, or is it Malik? And say in the comments, say it sounds like ick, I-C-K. And then I'll know how to pronounce the young man's name properly. Please do let me know. August 8th. January 8th. September 4th. And September 18th could be something significant. Well, we'll just take them both. Reflection, the Hermit, unresolved issues. So there was time spent alone, and there was a lesson learned. What is the lesson that was learned? There was an awakening and a decision being made. So I would say there was a correction in one's ways as they were, whatever the unresolved issue is, they have now decided that they would like to reconcile those differences after spending a period in isolation and hibernation alone, studying, learning, and reflecting, and becoming a lot more wiser in their ways. Meaning, if they misstepped before or were more inconsistent in their behaviors, they're not that anymore. If they were a person that was constantly late, they will be on time. Okay, they corrected something in whatever this unresolved issue is, that where somebody overstepped their bounds. Let's see. I believe this person was Zayn, and he has learned his lesson. Zayn overstepped someone's boundaries, and he has isolated and gone in. He could have even sought counsel, and it doesn't have to be a psychiatrist or therapist. It could be a trusted friend or confidant, mentor type counsel. Someone trusted. Relief. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, and that is moving on. He'll find relief when we could just move on from this issue all the way around, and that's what he wants to I'm sorry, let's move on from this. That's the decision. There are other priorities. Okay, he's getting snubbed, right? Or he's been snubbing and put in this procrastinating on this because he's been in hibernation mode and other things have taken priority. Funerals, work, children, so forth. Other things have, just taken precedence. So others may be feeling snubbed by Zayn. However, he also may be getting snubbed by this divine feminine energy. 2 messages. There are other priorities. Can you clarify that, please? It's almost like, can you just take your time? Manifestation. He has everything. He was creating something. So he was probably working and making something happen. So, other things took priority because he was creating. And what does he create? Music. So he's probably investing time, energy at the studio or in this introverted space, writing and creating and tuning other people out. Creatives really need that space to just weird out. However they do it, they get all weird, isolated, and it's gross even. Sometimes they don't bathe or anything because they're just locked in a room in that creative mindset. Whatever they do in that space, if you know what I'm saying, if they're smoking something or substances, anything like that, whatever some do not in order to create, it's just that kind of goes along with it in that space. Anyhow, that's what he was doing. I don't know how he creates specifically, right? There's a lot of rock here. I'm just saying there are other priorities, meaning that if there was, that wasn't a part of it. So he's creating something for himself. He's been working on something actually that came out that's going to, he has a really good year to look forward to. And by the end, we might not even see everything in 2025 because it just seems like it's huge. The momentum, though, the build up during 2024 for this, it's a singular thing that he, alone. It was this whatever he's producing. It's this project that he is working on. It's not with others. Definitely not with One Direction folks. At least at that point when I read in December, what if they changed? That could change if they decide to collaborate. But I don't think this project. I think this is something that is held Zayn's focus. It takes a lot of focus and energy. He's learned so much, the wisdom of the wise one. That's who he become, right? And he learned how to not be judging others, right? How not to judge even himself. It takes a time to get there. And you need that time and space alone in order to recreate your thought system. And that's all it is. Time and patience with self to retrain your brain and practice, that principle or the behavior in which you're trying to change. Practice changing it. And that I think is what he has been creating, a truer, better version of himself. But there's a huge project, and I don't know if his transformation is a part of that project. I don't know. we will find out, because whatever it is huge. It just doesn't seem like, I think we're going to find out in 2025, but I don't think the project, I don't think the project itself is actually going to come to fruit until like right on the cusp or into the next new year, as far as like going into 2026. We'll see though. Options are kept open. Braving the storm, facing difficulties, and finding courage, fortitude. Well, yes, he has to make amends, and, before it is too late, do it as quickly as possible. Well, what do we do? Moody, no, there's too many. I'm not reading a whole, I need one. Just one. There's too many. One. For options are kept open. Braving the storm. Okay. Playfulness, Page of Cups. Yeah, he's flirting, though, with someone. He could be interested in an artiste, if somebody is a painter, a writer, a creative, another creative. Very playful, could be younger than Zayn. They may just have a playful spirit. They're comical, they're high energy, but the thing is, this is the beginning of something with someone, and he is keeping his options open, even if he is flirting around, chit-chatting, dating and relating, getting numbers. He's not committing to anyone in January, okay? Those options are being left open. Who is this? Who is it? Tell me. Let's see, what is the hidden truth for Zayn? All right, we'll do what is the hidden truth between Zayn and Liam Payne. Zayn and Liam Payne. Why do these sound like lyrics? Let's see. A couple of the cards from the hidden truth yesterday sounded like lyrics too. I don't know why this happened. Well, yeah, I could understand that. Don't you feel like that? Both of them feel like, I don't know how this happened between Liam Payne and Zayn. Okay. I wonder how you feel. Oh, things are open. Like, was there issue between these two at, like, or did they have a problem where maybe they don't know if the other how the other person felt? Did they forgive me, type of thing? Well, one of them, or it's between both of them anyway. So that's what I have for the energy between the two of them. This could be Zayn asking himself, like, I because he's not going to have an answer. Liam, being in spirit, knows, knows. And he knows how Zayn feels, but he doesn't know why this happened. And that could be why his passing occurred, but it could also be why something happened between he and Zayn. Did they had a falling apart or something? I don't know. That's the thing. The only thing I remember is that one of the boys did have an issue, and I think it was Zayn, where he had written something in the past about the forgiveness or whatever. Was it Liam that wrote something to Zayn? Just tell me, because I think it was Liam, now that I'm speaking it. I think Liam had written to Zayn, but it could have been Louis or Niall. I think it was Zayn, though, but it could have been anyone. It could have been Harry. I don't know. You tell me. All right, so let's move on. Zayn and Harry. What's the energy between Zayn and Harry? Harry Styles. Not Harry women. Let's see. Zayn and Harry. I compare others to you. I still feel the pain. Did this come out? I don't know which one. I'll have to check in yesterday's video. Let's see. In Harry's video, let's see. And yes, I will be doing Niall and Louis. Niall and Louis. I'll do those two in one video. And it'll be up in, like, I don't know, Sunday or Monday. I still feel the pain. Wow. Okay, the clock is ticking. Tick tock. What's this deadline? Manifestation. What was he creating? What was he creating while he was like shutting everybody else out? And what was that? Yeah, because, you know, there were other priorities taking place. What was he making magic? What was he creating? A baby? Uh-oh. I say a baby, and he was creating some tension. This is... Wait, I didn't even name which boy, right? I can't. That's not fair. Zayn and Louis. Zayn and Louis. That's not fair. Give me the energy between Zayn and Louis. Okay. I can't be with you. That's weird. That's weird. I wish we could go back. Did did somebody make a pass at someone? It doesn't have to be like that. It could be, I can't be with you because we had a falling out or something, you know, and I wish we could go back to the way things were, and I can't be with you maybe because of the band, not the band, but because I'm creating on my own, and you know, I can't collab, I can't come over, I don't have time because this is all about, like, I've been ignoring everybody, I haven't had time. I wish I could go back, I wish I had more time, and for some reason they can't. Do they get along? I'm not sure what the I can't be with you is, but it, you know, it can be a number of things. It doesn't have to be like I said, sexual at all. They were friends, so but I think somebody wants to collab and they can't or won't. They can't because if it's Zayn, somebody wanting to collab, but he doesn't have time right now. But there is this desire. They wish they could go back probably to the X Factor days, but to some situation, right? And if I'm reading just the bottom across as a collective for the boys, it's like, I wonder how you feel. I still feel the pain. I wish we could go back. You know, like, what is that? What are they going back to? Because Harry's first card was fear, and he's looking back. Is he fearing what's behind of him, like the past coming back? Or, you know, afraid of that? Let's see. Playfulness. Who's this? Who is he flirting with? Braving the storms, facing difficulties, and finding the courage probably to ask someone out, to flirt with someone here. Yeah, he's attracted to someone. Who is it? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Younger. It's a page, so it doesn't matter. Androgynous. Let's see. Let's see. I admire. It's somebody whom he admires. So, yes. Okay, let's just pull for Zayn. Oh, I didn't do Niall. Or this is Niall, right? Liam, Zayn, Louis, Niall. Okay. Terrible. All right. Tell me about Zayn. I feel like I should pull two separate cards because this was I said, tell me about this. Tell me about him and Niall. Look I fucked it all up. Whatever. I don't care. It's where are the cards? Where are the hidden truth cards? Oh, here we go. Give me two between Niall. I'm sorry, Niall. The energy between what's the hidden truth between Niall and Zayn? I find you so attractive. Okay. The energy between Niall and Zayn. They come hard. They came down hard. Let's see, between Niall and Zayn. I can't get enough of you. I guess they have a good vibe between the two of them. And I would say that they're playful. This is a playful energy. I don't care. I find you so attractive. I can't get enough of you. This is just like, I don't think they're, I don't know. I don't think they want each other, but I think that they really like each other's company. I think that they do find someone attractive. Don't we all? I mean, Zayn is just an incredibly gorgeous being, and I'm an old lady. He's old enough to be my child, but I mean, he's a beautiful young man. Don't you agree? Niall's not a bad looking dude either. I just find, I like the deep set dark eyes. I just do, I can't get enough of you. So they really do genuinely enjoy each other. But somebody may actually, if somebody does, they may have like a man crush on the other. It doesn't mean anything, don't you? It's just that we call them man crushes, but they do find him. They think he's good looking, one or the other. They may not admit that in life, but whatever. And this could literally be a joke between the two of them. And I'm just saying this because when I threw it, I kind of like giggled for some reason. Like I find you so attractive. I don't know. It's kind of silly is how it makes me feel in relation to the energy between the two of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if smart thingly say something like this, toward one another, and not be, a homosexual, anything going on like that. Just a joke between boys type of thing. Like, ooh, like you're too sexy for your clothes or something. I just can see, like, in my head, it takes me to their videos, like the silliness in, I don't know, the silliness between the kids, and they were kids at that point, I don't know. Could be like an inside joke, but one of those kind of jokes. Saying this is something that you all would know. I wouldn't know any inside jokes about the appearance of the other. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Tea time. That came out for Harry. The literal and in the charms. Okay. Address issues. Reflect and rewind. Socialize with others. Take a break or pause. So he was falling upon the hermit. There's been a pause. He's been taking a break. I don't know if where's he living these days, Zayn? Is he still in Pennsylvania? I know he enjoyed it here. Hitting you up. There's a job offer or contract. Good news coming through. Initiating social contact and reaching out in communication. That's this, because TikTok, the time is a ticking, and he's going to reach out. I told you, that text or something is going to nudge him in this way, because he feels, even if he don't think like, oh, the clock is ticking, internally it is. His spirit knows. I think he is also kind of figuring some of these things out on his own, where coincidences are no longer just a coincidence. You know, everything has a purpose, and, you know, every misstep or mishap has become like a blessing. You know, it was actually exactly what he needed type of mindset. So who's he hitting up? I'm going to say it's that divine feminine energy. He may hit them up to get like, hey, where are you living? What's your addy? Can I stop by? Meow. Sense of grace and ease, playful, encouraging. That's the flirty. Playful and encouraging. Embrace your individuality and display quiet self-assurance. He's chasing some cat. He wants some cat. He wants a kitty. And he's keeping his options open. So, you know what? I feel like Gigi had her, like, I was screaming it in my head in the last reading, where, like, Gigi, if you want your man, I think I might have said it in the comments, but like, if she wants her man, like, he's cleaned up. If you want him, he's good. But, you know, if not, you stay right over there with fucking Bradley Cooper. I like Bradley Cooper on film, on screen. I like a lot of the things that he's done, but I really like these two are so beautiful. Like, they're just nice to look at aesthetically. But if their relationship sucks, then I don't wish that for either one of them. Ooh, sense and grace and ease. That's all of this. The artist, the quiet self-assurance, the I'm flirting, but I'm bashful or shy. I'm playful and energetic. I'm childlike. Let's see. And it's good news is coming through. So if he does ask someone out, it seems like meow, they may say yes. Let's see. It's almost like he's going to convince them to, like he's on the prowl. So he's going to turn on like the charm. Synchronized. Okay, so everything's just, like I said, everything's fallen in order, and he may not know why everything's fallen into place and like everything isn't a coincidence. Well, he's synchronized. That's why. Working with others, alignment and purpose, good timing and balance to follow a state of flow. Like, everything is just, he's going to have such a good year. If you are a fan of Zayn, just know that it's his time to shine. Gigi, if you want your dude and he has a heart left for you, you better correct yourself, darling. Like, honestly, you've been praying. If you've been praying for him, he's ready for you. Go get him, girl. He's ready, Gigi. But if you don't want to release him because somebody else, God got somebody in the making for that man that you are leaving behind, girl, because he cleaned himself up. You leaving behind a good man. Let's hope Bradley Cooper's good too. You don't have any vices, and, you know. But is it just I need a boyfriend for the tabloid pictures or whatever? He's probably on the DL like the rest of Hollywood these days. Allegedly, Not even my opinion. It's just what's out there in the media, Suit and tie, strong work ethics, attention to detail, attainment of goals, provider, and caretaker. I'm telling you, he's on the prowl. Yeah, he's really syncing up with someone, and they could be business oriented, but they're going to be texting and talking and chatting, and somebody's loud and proud here. A lot of strength. They may work out together, or they either work together, maybe they've collabed and done music, maybe they have something more recent or coming up more, that could be an indication. Zayn he's like fire all the way. If you want to nickname Zayn, it's just fire. This is his year. Powerhouse, motivated, on time, up front, determined, can't stop him, power flipping house. Zayn's untouchable this year. I don't know Zayn, but he's untouchable this year. So salut. Let me just peek around and see what other message I can get for Zayn. I guess I'll just pull from Trish, get a message from just a general message for Zayn. I don't really need any more messages. It's just telling me, this is only for a month. I'm sorry. It's long-winded, but I hope I'll put pictures up. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm being nosy with them. 'Cause why not, You tell me in the comments, is this too long? Like, have you made it this far? Let me know. Slow down. Take your time. Is that a message for me? Like, for me to slow down and take my time? Is that what, the Holy Spirit wants? But Zayn, leisurely, relinquish, power given away. Uh-oh. Yeah, slow down so that you don't lose control. That could be boss energy. Let's see. 9. Endings and balance. We'll clarify here. Let's keep going. Battles, disagreements. Okay, so take your time when it comes to these things. Even if they're legal battles, just slow it down, because just let go of the control or an expectation when it comes to disagreements. When you're walking in like this here, we have that disagreement and things of unfinished business and unresolved issues. So try not to control it, and not allow somebody else to take control and bulldoze you and spin the narrative that, resourceful. You will find a way. I think it's just really the communication between whoever this divine feminine is, or someone to whom he could possibly work with, is difficult. Okay, we got break free, feeling trapped, withdrawn, going within. Well, he's already been there in hermit mode. That's where he started, and he's going out in hermit mode, which let me know that he, like it said, he's keeping his options open. Whoever's tinkering around with Zayn, you may get him, but he's got this thing going on. He's standing up for himself. He knows the time is right. Like, whatever. If no is your answer, it's fine. He may not be so nonchalant when it comes time, or if there's rejection or whatever, but whatever, he'll find a way, because he's resourceful. If this is a disagreement with a powerhouse in the industry and a collaboration with someone, just go on your own. Don't fuss about it, because it could be that too. And here he is just going on in his own direction, just staying independent artist and whatever, breaking free from the industry, because he will get what he wants. He'll find a way to make this project work. There could be something in the law, like in a contract or something that, he doesn't have any control over. So just release that power and take your time, especially when you are going through contracts. Make sure you're reading the fine print. This is just good orderly direction for Zayn and anyone listening. Power of 11, spiritual. We have power of 15, more balance. We have 7, we have progress, and we have 4. He's making progress with this. He's building a very strong foundation for himself that is bringing in a lot of balance. He's starting out by ending some things. So very good. He's ending some things so that he can bring the balance in and, put one foot in front of the next and get to the next level, like keeping things moving constantly forward. He's pushing through a lot, and he's not confused. He's has a touch of anguish. That's it. That's like, and when I'm saying a touch, it's like, when you, right before you go in for an interview, or anytime you're having a difficult conversation that you don't really want to have, but needs to be had, you just don't know the outcome. That little twist in your gut and knot in the back of your throat. That's that. It's not major. It's a touch of, and it's just because TikTok, there's a deadline, there's a cutoff, there's something that needs to be said, and he's going to say it. So that's all that is. However, as far as his dating and relating, he's coming in alone. He comes in as the hermit. Where are we at? First card, and we go out with the hermit, last card. But at least here, he has the light is literally being shined. In this hermit, it seems like, he's not even paying attention to the light. He's just going within. And this one, it's like, yeah, but I'm coming with, I can shine a light on some new information. I'm coming prepared. I'm coming wiser than I was the month before. So Zayn's right now, he's alone, and he's going out of January alone too. So good for him. He's keeping it moving. He's learning his lessons, and he's becoming a very wise young man. Gigi, you better go get him before somebody else snatches him up, because this is a man that's in preparation of being a divine masculine for someone. He is going to be one heck of a husband to someone. And I am going to bank that he's a very good daddy for someone right now. And if he's all of those things, I would say that Zayn is also becoming a very good co-parenter. He's still getting snubbed. There's still things that need to be worked out between the two of them. As far as co-parenting, they will get there. There's something that needs to be said. And TikTok. He's going to say it, no matter what it is. He's in such a position that it doesn't even matter if he's like, hey, Gigi, let's try again, girl. And she's like, get the F out of here, bro. Done, over with. He's in such a good place that would just like roll off. It would just roll off his shoulders. That would be that. That is the end. Zero left conversation to be had. All right. So that's what we have. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, leave your comments for here. But as far as you can join the membership, if you would like to become a member, please do become a member. If you would like to request other celebrities or something, but or readings or whatever, become a member. I honor those. And if you are a member at the lowest tier, you cannot request a reading, but you will be able to view all of the members' readings. in the future. But leave your questions for next month, because this is going to be a monthly thing. Let me just explain, for the One Direction boys. So I just don't know how they will go, if it will be one video with all 4 readings, or if it will be 4 separate or 2 combined. I'm not sure. But for this year, we're doing the One Direction each month. So do subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you are interested in any of the boys.